All right. 7th of June, is it? 7th? Yeah. So, yeah, first week of, pardon me, July. It's July, isn't it? So, first week of July was good. We took another trade yesterday, late on New York after we had the two trades on stream. So yeah, we had a really nice trade on GJ. Had some runners as well. So yeah, up about just around 20 pips for the week. It's about just shy of 1%. So nothing crazy, but pretty happy with the week. In terms of today, we obviously need to be careful with NFP. It may cause us to have a bit of low volatility, because the markets are sort of just waiting for this to come out. But it looks like we've got some nice moves, and I'm not shy of taking any trades on it before NFP. But yeah, I don't think I'll be trading New York today. So there was some really nice moves pre London, sort of before. We had a nice push on GJ. I was looking at sells below this level, because if we start from the daily, we can see yesterday we closed back in range. Okay, and we closed daily with a very big wick to potentially fill. 4 hour, we can see we sort of pushed right back into this level, bit of a retest, and now we're continuing down. Hourly, just sort of very bearish at the moment. The only reason I didn't take this is because as the new hourly opened up, which was up here, so we had, yeah, so I believe this breakout candle was the beginning of the new hourly and also the new 4 hour. Okay, and that's the reason I didn't take it, because we only had a 2.5 pip wick. So yeah, if we just pushed up a bit higher, maybe back into these highs, about 10 pips, and then we broke, I would have definitely looked at taking this. We had a very clean range down to the bottom, nice 15-minute breakout. But yeah, I didn't think that top wick was quite big enough, and I thought if we break out, there's a good chance we're going to come back and retest those highs. But yeah, we just continued on really nicely. That's obviously just some volume kicking in, and that's going to happen every now and then, where, you know, the sort of rules you have around trading is just not going to work out, and the market's just going to do its own thing. But that's fine. There's a lot more opportunities today. So GJ, I'm going to continue to look for sells, because we can see we're very bearish and we have a nice daily wick to fill. So below this level right here, we can see we got 30 odd pips of clean range. I just want to see a bit of a retest. So I want to see some support form here, and then a new break below this level. Okay, the problem for me with taking trades when we've just had a massive push and we don't have sort of support and then resistance form is it's very hard to decide where you're going to put your stops, because this entire range, there's no real reason to have a stop loss anywhere above here, because we haven't had a pullback. Okay, so the only realistic reason of whereabouts you could put your stop loss is above these areas here, which is 40 pips. So that's why I'm just going to wait for sort of support to form, and then price to break back below that support, and then we can use these highs as our stops. Okay, so what's the time now? So yeah, this is the hourly opening, so hopefully we create a nice top wick on the hourly, and then we can continue down from there. Yeah, that's setting up nicely on GJ. Yeah, that's the plan. In terms of gold also had a potential buy, which actually set up really nicely. But again, for me, the bottom wick, pardon me, on the 4 hour open was only 2.5 pips. And it just, yeah, I didn't think there was a high chance of us continuing when we haven't retested back into these areas. So yeah, because if you look at the 4 hour, yeah, it's very sort of, price can come back and retest these areas very, very easily before continuing. But yeah, it looks like there's some really nice volume today. So is this pushing now? Okay. Yeah, but that was a very simple, you had the 15-minute breakout above this level. Again, this was the new hourly open. You had clean range to the left, a nice wick to fill. Then you had a head tail closure, which means, well, not a head tail, but sort of a bearish closure, but respecting the previous level. Okay, and then you can enter on the break of the high. Or you could do a 30-minute wick fill, but didn't really get a nice bottom wick to flip. But yeah, that would have been a nice trade as well. But yeah, unfortunately, I just don't think this was big enough for me. But let's see what happens now. GJ looks quite nice if we can close bullish. It is quite a decent top wick. 11 pips, so it's not bad. Maybe if we close below, we'll look at it. But I'd much prefer us to get a bullish close and then a break back below support. And gold, I'm just going to wait for a retest here. Okay. We have so much clean range on gold. I'm not rushing into anything. Plus, we got to be careful with NFP because sometimes price just does some weird things before NFP. So yeah, and in terms of sells, because gold is bearish on the daily, very bearish as well, there's a good chance this is just a top wick and we can flip later on. So if we form any sort of resistance on the 30-minute by closing bearish and then form support by just respecting that, and then we break back below there, we have clean range on the 15-minute below this area here. Okay, but we need to see some sort of 30-minute resistance form and then a support and then a break back below that. So yeah, lots of clean range to work with today, so I'm not sort of in any rush. But yeah, I don't want to be trading too late as we get closer to NFP. So just going to take it easy. Hopefully this can close bullish and then we get a nice break back below. Then we have a nice hourly top wick and a continuation. But yeah, at this stage, I'm not worried about the small wick on the 4 hour because we've moved so far past that zone. If we close below here, we should continue down. Not should, but there's a good probability of us continuing down. Yeah. GJ trade yesterday was very simple. I'll show it to you guys now. Very simple trade. We just had so you had a 30-minute. So on the daily, GJ was bullish. Yeah, so daily GJ was bullish. Okay, so we had to wait for range 2 on the sells. If you scale down to the lower time frames, the hourly and then the 15-minute, where are we? Where did this thing go now? MT5 is actually so outdated. Okay, so we had our range 1 just here, sort of in this area, and then our range 2 had formed right there. By that, it's forming some support. I believe this was a new hourly open. Yeah, so this was the hourly open. We created a very nice top wick, but this top wick was 40 pips, so it was too big to take because it was after news, but we had a nice break below and a nice wick to fill. Okay, so I waited to see if this next 15 could create a nice top wick. We pushed up straight away, created about a 10 pip top wick. I had my stops at about 11 pips and took some profit at the fill of the wick and then held some runners down to there. So I think it was 11 pips partial and like 30 pips full. So really nice trade on GJ, which paid off. And also very happy with that gold trade from yesterday. I think it was not an easy trade because we had GJ moving really well and the one we entered didn't move very well. But yeah. But today seems pretty chill, like very clean ranges. Oh, so we got a bullish close on GJ. So let's see if we can close below now. We got some nice price action here. Big juice. What's up? Not much is up. I'm just chilling. Just enjoying the process, you know? How was everyone's week? Let's see. How was the week? I just asked on the poll. Doesn't mean profitable or not profitable. It means good or bad in terms of, did you follow the plan? What did you do? Did you make sure you took the right trades? Could be a negative week and you still had a good week because you followed the plan. Nice to have your company at this time. It's also nice to have your company. Thanks for joining. You've been one of my #1 supporters. These streams are fun. They're very fun. It's nice to actually just sort of talk some shit every day instead of just sitting at the screen and, you know. Yeah, so good start to the month. 18 pips. Had a tough start, not gonna lie. Mentally, it was a bit of a tough start to get 3 break-evens and then a loss. It wasn't very nice, but we didn't change anything. We just stuck to the plan. The plan works. The news yesterday was crazy. On gold, if you put, I don't advise anyone to do this, but if anyone did buy stops, sell stops, use the 30-minute candle before news, and then you wouldn't have stop losses or whatever because you just close as soon as you get as soon as you're in negative, you just close. But buy stops, sell stops would have gone crazy, you know. They are stressful though. I've done them a few times, but I reckon the last 2 or 3 months you would have made so much money just by using buy stops, sell stops, because the news has been so clean every time. It's had massive pushes down. Usually news often, like, it would tap you in and then it would create a massive, like, it sort of has a liquidity grab and then pushes. But the news the last few months has just been clean. And the crazy thing is, like, if you're just like, all right, let's just try it out, could even go half risk. If you bag up like 160. Is that 160 or 1,000 pips? No, it's 160 pips. Like, your month is done. It's just crazy. But yeah, I don't advise it because you can very easily get slippage. So you could only enter like down here, could be your entry, and then price could just jump straight back up and you can lose a lot of more money. What I did for a bit is I had an account that was only like $1,000. Not only like $1,000, but it was just money that I was happy to lose. And I just played around with buy stops, sell stops, but I ended up losing money and I was like, yeah, not doing it. For fun, hit a 0.1 lot on the NFT news live. Maybe, we'll see. That would be crazy. Raja Banks, if you guys want to see someone do that live, go watch him. He does it every time. And he does like 50 lot or 100 lot. Goldie pushing very nicely. So yeah, we can wait for... Yeah, the daily's bearish, so can't take any buys on a retest. We need to wait for a new breakout. Yeah, if the 30-minute creates a resistance and then a support, and then we break that, we can look at sells. So we got, what do we got? Below here, 25 pips. GJ, let's see if we get a closure below. Nice hourly top wick, 4 hour. Looks decent. One vote, one person had a good week. That is the results. Wow, some nice volume here. Am I pissed that I missed this? No, not at all. You know? We had the idea that this wasn't fitting our plan, and that's why we didn't take it, but it's just the way it goes sometimes. So this ain't bad on GJ. We still got 6 minutes. So let's see what happens. But we need a closure, and then we need the 30-minute to create a top wick, and then break these lows. Or we could get a wick fill potentially. That would be you on the poll. Yeah, I suspect so. Has everyone got Threads yet? The new app? Is there even a website? Oh, there's not even a website. I am number... Oh, it doesn't say. Usually in the phone app, it shows you what number you are. I was number 166 million and 35,000 user of Threads. Go look at my profile and comment why you guys want to trade. These are my reasons. I think they're quite good reasons. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, most people just say, I want to trade because the freedom and the money. But I don't know. I think there's some much better reasons why I want to trade. I like this. It's very important for me to like be really good at something. Yeah. But it's interesting. Oh, that sucks. We still have a decent range down, but our stop's getting quite big. But we could have a potential wick fill. So let's see how this plays out. And Goldie is... If gold creates resistance, then we can look for buys above. But yeah, let's see where GJ goes. So GJ, if we get a closure, we can use this wick as an advantage. And we can look for a big top wick back to probably around these levels, about 182.93. And then we can enter on the flip potentially. But if we don't get a top wick, our only option is to enter at the break of these lows. So we'll see how we close here. All you ask is for 1% of my trading profits when I hit 1 billion in funding. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll give you 1%. If anything, it sounds like you're going to get to 1 billion in funding before me. Yeah, excited for next week. I think I'll start the challenge next week, Monday. Which will be fun. Let's see where we close. Nice wick here. Yeah, this is a nice candle here. Okay, so we got a minute till closures. Yeah, I want to see a top wick for us to use this wick fill to our advantage and get those extra pips, which it may just fill. We need a top wick to enter on the flip. Otherwise, we enter on the break of the low, which still isn't bad. 23 pip stop. But I would like to use this wick fill. Unless this closes no bottom wick. Oh, you piece of shit. So how much range do we have down now? We still have 25 pips down. Oh, such a trust. Okay, so we're looking at about 26 pip. All right, I am having sell stops below this level at the 30-minute breakout. Stops will be at the high of the current hourly candle. So yeah, we just have a 30-minute breakout from 15-minute structure. Break even will be this level right here. I'm in over here. So I'm in at 182.790. And if we get a closure back above this area on the 30-minute, that's when we'll close or manage. In terms of targets, down here. Yeah, so if we get closures back above this area on the 30-minute, this area here, that's when we'll look to manage risk. But that'll be on the 30-minute since we had a 30-minute closure. But again, this is just another trade, you know, it's not something I'm going to stress about. If we lose, we lose. It's just another trade. Win, loss, break even. We had the plan, sells below here. We had the closure. We broke the lows. We waited for the hourly to form a top wick. High probability setup. We lose, we lose. So the reason I got my break-even level here is just because we simply have a little bit of resistance down here. And the reason I'm not closing, if this closes bullish, it's still fine because we have a 30-minute closure below. So we need to wait for a 30 back above here to manage risk. So notice how, you know, everything's already planned out before I'm in this trade. You know, break even, TP, everything. That's something which helped me a lot, which I changed about my, because I used to sort of take a trade and then be like, okay, where am I going to go break even? Where am I going to TP or whatever? You very quickly can fall into a trap of, if this goes into drawdown, you say, oh, I hate how this feels. So you just close, but there was no reason to close and then it continues. Or if this goes into drawdown and you say, oh, I still think it's going to go down, but you should have closed. So but let's see what happens. I don't mind this top wick. But yeah, as long as we close below this level, I'm still happy. And if it stops us out, it stops us out, you know? Pretty aggressive retest, not gonna lie. Or pretty aggressive pushback, but let's see. Yeah, so if we break this high, like, that means there's a good chance this isn't continuing down. So that's why we have our stops there. Because if you look on the lower time frames, you have a clear level above here. So if you break above here, chances are you're not continuing down. I think I may try hold this one. If it goes, try hold it for a bit. Since there's realistically no reason to close anywhere before here, maybe around here. But yeah, if it gets going, I'm not going to be too eager to close it because we've had quite a nice retest and now a push, but let's see. Goldie's pushing bullish as well, which is good signs. But yeah, it's very early days, you know. This could just shoot up, stop us out. Who knows? It's just another trade, you know. It'll be quite a big loss if we take a full loss, but nothing we haven't dealt with before, you know. Am I in a trade? Yes, I am. Entry at 182.790. So as on screen. But yeah, if you look at the back test, you know, it's quite a big loss if we take it, but it's not sort of it's not crazy. $26. Let's see. If this can close below, that'll be quite nice. And it will look like a nice head tail breakout. big pushback, quite aggressive here. So let's see. I'll be back in a second, guys. Jeez. Pretty aggressive volume here. So yeah, there's no point closing because of this 15 closure back above, because we, like I said, we took it on the 30. So let's see what happens here. Quite a nice retest though. And again, break even level down here. One more push for break even. All right, I'm at break even, guys. Nice. Didn't freak out as this pushed back, you know, just nice and easy. Follow the plan. And if we get break even, we get break even. We had the plan, you know. Pushed about 6-7 pips. I'm happy to go break even here. Because there's every chance price could reject this level right here, you know? But yeah, I am at break even. And I'm not going to start looking for TP unless we get to around here. It's about 14-15 pips. Yeah, so profits will be maybe around here, and then we'll have runners down to here. Okay, but I'm not going to be too eager on this. The only thing we got to think about if this pushes down is the hourly is closing. Okay, so the hourly is likely to create a top wick, bottom wick, pardon me. If we look down, the hourly is likely, even if it pushes, it's likely to come back a bit and close. So we just need to be careful with that hourly close if that pushes down. But we got very clean range, so hopefully we can just have a bit of volume, continue to push. But if we get held up at this level, yeah, that's fine. I'm out. My damn broker. Yeah, I'm out, guys. Just got tapped out of break even. That is a joke. I had 1.6 pip spread. That is ridiculous. And I lost $19. That is freaking insane. Oh, that's a bit frustrating. It's the one thing in trading which I hate the most. Spreads. Like, that is a bit ridiculous. Oh, that is ridiculous. Like, I can deal with missing a trade or getting stopped out or whatever, but spreads I hate to death. That is annoying as shit. I may just go neck. Nah, I'm kidding. Oh well, you know, things like this happen. Chances are it's gonna retest anyway and we'll get break even, but yeah, it's a bit annoying. It's definitely the right area to go break even, and I mean, we were so far from our entry, it's not even funny. I don't know how we got stopped out on that, but and we lost $20. We took a -1 pip, which is freaking ridiculous. That is a shot in the back. Well, that stings. Yeah, I just hate spreads because it's like there's nothing wrong with your trading. It's just brokers being pieces of shit. But, I mean, I guess we can't trade without spreads, so... Oh, that's so frustrating. Yeah, I'd probably look to... Oh no, not yet. As the hourly comes to a close, I'd probably look to close some. Because the hourly is likely to create a top wick, and then the next hourly is also likely to create a retest, and then before it continues down, if it does continue down. You generally wouldn't mind paying 3 times the commission for 0 spread. Yeah, like, so frustrating. I mean, even this one, that is some of the worst I've seen. Usually IC markets is quite good. But I don't know, sometimes before news or I don't know, but that's pretty shite. But well done to anyone that got that. I'm sure you guys are still in. Did anyone else get tapped out at break even if you took that? But yeah, right now there's nothing we can really do because we only have 15 pips back down, so yeah, there's not much you can do. Goldie, we could potentially look at if this closes bearish, we'll be forming resistance up here, and then we just need to form support by closing bullish, and then we can break back below and we can look at sells, or we can look at break of the highs. Spread is the main reason you develop a system on the 1 hour. Yeah, I mean, usually they're quite good. I just think sometimes before, like today, before NFP, maybe they, yeah, I don't know. But I mean, there's no point dwelling on it, you know. Even though it's frustrating, it's not, there's nothing you can do about it, you know. So, you know, I used to like send brokers emails and be like, well, this spread is so high, like this is ridiculous. But yeah, you're not gonna win like that, you know. Just move on, be aware of it. There's nothing you can do about it. And also, like, they're just a company as well. They want to make profit. They can't function, and we can't trade without spreads. So yeah, it's you can't say, oh, but if there wasn't spread, because there is spread. So you just gotta move on. Yeah, IC markets. Yeah, I do have a raw spread account. So yeah, like I said, usually they're very good. Like usually it's below 1 pip spread, which is all you can ask for. But I don't know, sometimes they're quite big. It may just have been, like right now it's back down to 0.9, so yeah. It's usually below 1, but I think you just had, something happened, pushed it for like a bit, and it just happened that was when price was retesting our level. Yeah, you can't sort of be like, oh, if there wasn't spread I would have made this, because there is spread. So it's just the way it goes, you know. Because once you start thinking like that, carries on into your next trade, and you start thinking, oh, I missed out on this trade, when you just got to take the next trade and move on, you know. Right, so I'd probably look at closing some here if I was still in this, because this hourly is going to close soon, and it's likely to push up a bit. But yeah, that is a slap in the face. Not even close to our entry. Gold below 1902.5 looks clean. Yeah, the thing for me with gold is I need to see a 30-minute create some structure. Yeah, I need to see the 30-minute close bullish to create some structure before we look at anything. But yeah, it is clean below here. Yeah, so here you can see the hourly is likely to push back a bit. That sucks. Sucks. Anyway, let's move on. Okay. So, very strong push. What do we have below here? $10 pips and 16 pips, so not heaps of range to sell with. Probably below here is our next sell level, so not for a while. Look how nasty this spread is on here. Look at that. Like, not even freaking close to our entry. And we lost $20. That is ridiculous. I'm sorry, but that's poor. That is pretty poor from IC markets. Not gonna lie. That is pretty poor. But yeah, very happy with that trade, I guess. Again, oh, I don't even want to look now. Again, we had some. I can't even speak because I just keep looking at this falling down. We had some pullback. We didn't freak out, you know. We had a plan that if a 30 closes back above this range, that's when we're going to manage risk. And yeah, the 15 closed back above, but it looked like we were rejecting. We had our nice stop and we remained calm, and then we shot down. And yeah, it's just a shame it got break even. But in all honesty, we haven't had a break even on stream, so take it, you know. Not that it's desirable, but it was about time. What was this on? BBP? Yeah. EST time was 2:30, and it was a 30-minute breakout with a break of high or low entry, wasn't it? 30 breakout, break of high / low, previous. Stop loss was 26,000, break even. Ouch. Right, first break even on stream. So we've had 4 wins, 3 losses, and 1 break even. We had a big 2 losses at the start. So we're just about break even pretty much on stream. And Goldie's running away. I'll just turn on the light. Hold on. Sucks. I know. Gypped. Absolutely gypped. 1 break even. There we go. It's on the board. You had an issue once where you got wicked out big time for a 1.2k loss. Checked all rival brokers and they didn't have the same issue. Emailed them and they rectified your balance. Was a joke, but at least it was sorted out. Yeah. I mean, that's a good thing with regulated brokers, at least. If they make a mistake, they'll have to fix it. Like, they won't just leave you out to dry, because they'll get annihilated for that. Because, like, if it's an unregulated broker, they could make a mistake and just do whatever they want and no one would really even care. Because they're like, well, they're unregulated, so... Oh, that stings. Yeah, let's get rid of this thing. No point looking at it. Okay, so what we're looking at now... yeah, this range is too small to take sells in, and this range is just about too small. Maybe you could look at it, 16 pips, but more likely below here, these levels. And you got heaps of clean range, 40 odd pips. Okay, so Goldie here. This is pretty interesting. Is gold tapping range 2? Well, if you want to take a fake out on gold, you'd need closures back below here. But I don't really think this can count as a fake out. Because first of all, your stops would be 40 odd pips. So yeah, what we can do here with gold is wait for breakouts of the high, or we can wait for a 30-minute to close bullish. We can't take buys back up to these highs because the daily is bearish, but we can wait for a bullish close Can't draw. The bullish close to form support, and then a break back below that support. And you don't need range 2 because, like I said, the daily was bearish, and potentially ride this top wick back down to the flip. Because if you look on the 15, you got clean range below here, 22-ish pips, or you can wait for the breakout of the high. So gold's actually looking quite nice. I don't want to be trading too late today as we get closer to NFP. Oh, good. Go all the way back. All the way. Don't you dare hit my take profit. You take 4.5, 5K trades a year. That is pretty crazy. Does that make me feel better? Yes, it does. It does. This thing just shoots all the way up. That would honestly make me feel better. Wow. 30 pip stop. It's pretty crazy volatility here. Yeah, that's a very nice trade on GJ. Just a shame, I guess. But below here, we don't have enough range to look for sells. Okay, so yeah, this is still chilling. It's hard to say what's gonna happen here on gold, so we just gotta wait a bit. But yeah, I'll probably only trade till about 6 p.m. my time, so about until London open, because as we move closer to NFP, the markets usually start going very quiet or very crazy in terms of hard to trade, sort of, they just very sporadically. But I think they'll go quiet for a bit. Do I watch charts during NFP or just sit out? Sometimes. I mean, sometimes I have a look because sometimes I trade after. But yeah, usually I just leave it, chill out. Not too keen on trading NFP. All right. It's a decent closure. Let's see where Goldie goes now. We still need to wait for a 30-minute closure to see to take sells below this level. I still can't believe that. To be fair, we would have got what? Our entry was here. Would have maybe got 10 pips from it, so not too pissed. Yeah, if we want to take buys on GJ, we need to see a range 2 because the daily closed bearish, and we also need to see the 30-minute create resistance and then break that resistance. So we need a bullish close and then we need a bearish close and then break above that resistance. Sort of just to the 30-minute to form a range, basically. Same as gold. And the reason for that is because you're trending up, like 15-minute has a bit more noise, as in it's easily formed structure. Whereas 30-minute, this could just be a new high and then we could just push down, create support and then continue. So that's why we want to see support be created first and then break below that support. And same with the opposite direction as well. So 4 break evens in 1 week. That is pretty crazy. Right. We've got about 9-ish minutes for closure here. Let's see if we can form some support. And then potentially continue down. Or break above. But yeah, it's actually very important that you don't let things like that ruin you, you know, because it very easily can. It very easily can turn into, like, you start making excuses and you start, like, definitely me maybe a year ago, I would have been hating life right now, but it's just trading, you know. Shit happens. You just got to get over it. It is what it is. You just got to move on. But yeah, we only would have got probably 10 pips anyway, because where was our TP? TP was like here. So we would have closed 13 pips at 80%, which is like 9 pips or something. 10 pips, 10.5 pips, would have got break even on the rest. So who cares, you know, who cares? But yeah, I don't think I'll take anything below here because it's still quite a... Actually... Oh yeah, it's only a 15, 16 pip range. I'd rather wait for breakouts below here. But that probably won't happen till New York. Let's play some chess. A good attitude about trading losses is an edge in itself. Yeah, it 100% is. Like, what you think about when you trade is 100% reflected on the charts. And if you're thinking about dumb stuff, you're not gonna make it. If you're thinking in angry, sort of victimized ways, it's a very bad track. When you start thinking you got outdone or you got sort of gypped or whatever, very bad way of thinking, because you start making excuses and you start doing dumb stuff. We'll see how gold closes here. So if gold closes above here, we have quite a big stop, don't we? 29, it's not huge. And GJ, can't do much there. Right, I'm just demolishing this guy now. Ooh. Yes, I'm not looking at GJ because this range is just a bit small for me. Potentially gold. Oh, oops. Oh, you idiot. You could have taken me. Um... 2 minutes. GJ pumping down. Okay, let's have a look at Goldie here. Actually quite a nice setup on GJ. Yeah, it's only like 15, 14 pips. So this will be a nice close on the 30 if we close below. I'm just destroying this guy in chess whilst trading. Alright, so we got a closure, I think, on gold. GJ, we can look now for price to potentially create a pullback, create support, and then continue down. Pardon me, resistance sort of back here. But that probably won't happen until New York. Oh, wow. So we closed below. So yeah. Not concerned what happens here at all. Oh shit. May have just gotten a bit cocky here. Yeah, so you can't do anything about that. Didn't get the closure. GJ didn't close below either. So all we can do now is potentially wait for, if we get a closure above here, I'd wait for an hourly because the stops would be too big, and you're against the daily. I'd much rather wait for an hourly closure above. And GJ, there's not much we can do right now. Alright, this guy is ruining me now. It's actually quite a good game. game time now. Oh, I didn't see that. It's a nice flip on GJ. But yeah, can't do anything about that. Did he even close? Where's this level even? Yeah, so you didn't close below anyway, so I couldn't have taken it regardless. But that's a very nice flip. That's an example when you can use the wick to your advantage, and you can go sort of break even at the break of these lows. If you get a nice push bullish and then flip, but yeah, wait for the break of the lows. There we go. We got 1 W. Now let's do 2. No, I'm just messing around. Alright, let's see here. N. We haven't had an N in a while. I may just wait for how big is this range? Ooh. Feeling a fake out here, not gonna lie. If this can close above here, how big is this? And then we get a 15 closure back below. It's only 14 pips, but it could be something worth looking at. But let's see. You've noticed Don uses the 5-minute a lot. Is this to anticipate moves earlier? Well, yeah, to be honest, I don't know. Like, I think it's just sort of what he's done. Like, his understanding of price is crazy. Like, the only thing I would say, for me, the 5-minute the thing is, as you go down in time frames, sort of as you go 4 hour, as you go down to 38, then 15, then 1 minute, it becomes, I think I've said this before, but it becomes more chaotic and less structured and sort of repetitive. It becomes very random, and because like if you look at the 4 hour, you can clearly see the structure. You can see you have breakouts and continue. Whereas if you look at the 1 minute, it's just all over the shop. Like, price still has the same patterns, but it's, you know, you could have heaps of breakouts that fail, whereas on the 30 minute, you may have less breakouts, but they're less likely to fail. So I definitely think the 5 minute is harder for me personally, because I think you have a lot less room for error and there's a lot more noise. But yeah, I guess you're right. You could sort of see things earlier. Not earlier, but you could get better entries and you may miss less moves. So like if a 5 closes above, but then the 15 pushed all the way, you'd be able to get in. But yeah, I don't know. For me, the 5 minute is just like, maybe later I'll use it, but right now it's just not really something I'm too interested in. But yeah, you should go test it on the 5 minute, see how it goes. I've never really tested on the 5 minutes, so I couldn't really tell you what the advantages and disadvantages are, but I would just assume it would be, you get to enter probably a lot more trades because there'd be a lot more opportunities. And yeah, so I don't know, it's interesting, but I'm not sort of experienced enough on the lower time frames, the 5 minute, to tell you what it's good for and what it's bad for. But yeah, let's see on Goldie here. Fake out could be on. Fake out, I don't mind taking a bit of a smaller range, because usually fake outs continue, and even then we could break even or TP here. So I'm not too fussed about a smaller range on a fake out, pardon me. Alright, but we need to do this Wordle. One dot. You've got to start with U, I think, or you go B, or you go consonant UN. That's the only, but I don't know what this is. This is what I'm thinking, but I don't know what the X's are. Wow, look at that. Tomorrow is your last exam? Well, lucky you. Good luck. I think this is how we're looking, but Yeah, look at that rejection on gold. So I'll wait for this 30 or this hourly to close. Maybe we get closures below here. So we can now have sales below here. Yeah, at this hourly close will probably be me done for the day. Or London, or probably the day. This is... I don't know what this is. So... Ooh, we could also have breaks above here. That would actually be quite interesting. We just need to make sure that if we break above this 30, doesn't look like a rejection candle, it looks more like a wick fill. So we'll have to judge that, but this Wordle was ruining me. Oh. That was one of the hardest Wordles. Wow. Donut. Okay, what's happening here? I'll be back. I just need to go. Oh, this GJ is quite tempting, not gonna lie. And Goldie, yeah, we'll see what happens with gold here. Alright, so if gold closes below this level, we look at the daily, obviously we've come up, created a very nice top wick. So we'd be trying to catch this on the way back down. 4 hour, we haven't created a very big bottom wick on the 4 hour. Hourly, very good rejection. 30 minute, we got support, resistance. We'll be breaking support. The only thing we need to think about is 33 pip is the previous hourly high, and we have an hourly open, so we need to see a top wick on the hourly as well, the new hourly. But it is shaping up quite nice. And GJ, if you break below here, it's not bad. It's just, it's not a very big range. But it's just straightforward sells, you know? Gold could also close above. Nothing wrong with gold closing above. We just need to make sure if the 30 closes and it looks like well, the open would be there. If the 30 is looking like this, like it closed above, but it's not really a wick fill, is it? It's more just a rejection. So yeah, we'll see. But we got 5 minutes. I may wait, if this hourly doesn't do anything, I may wait for the 15 See if the hourly 15 can do something. If not, we'll probably call it. Yeah, pretty chill session. I mean, it's been quite sort of straightforward price action. Clean candles, clean ranges. But yeah, that break even just breaks my heart. Wow, GJ. Eight watching, 8 likes. Well, thank you. Thank you for liking. But yeah, guys, I think I'm probably going to call it here. This range on GJ is now only 11 pips. So, yeah, for me, that's not worth taking. Although it is quite nice price action. Typically, when it's a smaller range to fill, it could just mean that we're moving into consolidation. Because when price doesn't have a big area to fill, it can sort of trickle down instead of pushing down. Plus, you close no bottom wick, just there. So that means this thing could push down, but it's likely going to push back up. And gold, yeah, we did nothing on gold. So yeah, I think I'm going to call it there. I don't want to get too close to NFP. Maybe if this 15 on gold creates an hourly top or bottom wick and then closes above or below. But I have a feeling we're just going to range for a bit. And GJ, yeah, I'm not even going to look at GJ because we closed with no bottom wick. And that means that price doesn't have a range to fill. It just means price could push down, create a bottom wick, but we're likely going to retrace a bit. So yeah, that was a good session. Lots of sort of interesting things to talk about. Shame about that break even. Would have bagged a nice little win, but you know, that's trading. We will be back next week, same time on Monday. Is it a public holiday next Monday? There's been so many public holidays. No, we're good. Okay, so next week looks good. Okay, we got CPI, but apart from that, PPI, apart from that, we're clean. So it should be a good week next week. So yeah, see you guys then. Hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe if this closes above, it's not bad, is it? But yeah, I gotta go. I don't gotta go, but I don't think this is gonna do anything right now. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Enjoy.